That should be in a shoulder spot, and it's going to be a paranoia ascent. K9 is able to collect one. Freeing and Bane, however, responding in kind. Come up with 2 kills. Freeing looks for a little bit more. Slide across the way, though. YZ coming up with the goods. Finds Freeing. Bane's dead. Suddenly, we get ourselves into a 2v2 with Russia tagged down to 38.
A big scrappy battle there. And you're spotting out Hanyanmin earlier over at the B site, but where do you think Australia has gone to? He'll have early warning call if things do pivot back towards the A site, but it's going to be towards Bravo instead. And Hyunmin is slotting himself at the right spot.
Here, ready to try to go ahead and intercept the push. Just flush against the wall, the peak coming through, finding a timing that's going to be Russia taken down. Knows that there's going to be the second player here stacked in alongside him, and that sets up Australia on the flank. Try to flush him out here in mid to push forward, and Levius just can't drag it across. Mako at the same time able to find 2. As YZ also goes down, and suddenly DRX threatening this bonus conversion, potentially even in flawless fashion.
They seem to be aware of this tiles push too from Freeing.
Picked up on the corner, Australia able to find one. Knight does fight back for a singular kill, but that's just a player with a ghost. Swing the corner, be met with death. Mako mid, spot out a couple different players, but surrounded around the corner. Payne ends up getting taken down as Risha comes away with a second little kill there, just gets right on top. So the Stingers right now roaring out. 2-player advantage here for the side of BLG. As A site not quite as open as they might anticipate. Australia is here, and he's holding it down. Comes up with 2 kills of his own. Freeing now back over in mid. Finds Levius after losing Mako. That leaves K-Knight all alone. Knows that he's got Australia contained in, but there's the tripwire. The turn, 2 HP. Australia swings out, will get met with death. Weapon going to be upgraded. K-Knight now in control, but Freeing. Keeping things quiet. Slides around and can delay, tucks back behind the box, not giving away his position. As the salvos go out to try to interrupt, pushes him into the open. Push. Yeah, because of this, Mako getting planted forward here. Looking for the second kill, can't make it happen. Russia does manage to go ahead and take him out. Could have been a lot more catastrophic than it was, so good to just go ahead and get the trade, but it does mean that, yep, you've lost out on YZ, somebody who could be sliding these angles, checking for the operator. Went around with that speed. Risha with a second kill finds Freeing here top mid. Player advantage, however, still in the hands of DRX.
Now, what do you look to do right now is Bilibili 2. You got all this Cypher utility at the B site that you would have to try and remove. Almost feels unexplorable. Australia happy enough to disconnect.
Push in. Risha find himself a third, so decent fragging here so far from the Omen. Neff now breaking down the door, still just taking a peek over towards mid, but we'll have to get a move on. 35 seconds remaining. Go for the plant here on the B site.
Quick rotation from Hyunmin as well, courtesy of the Neon. May change weapons from the operator. Will indeed.
Yeah, wants to drop it somewhere nearby. We'll have to pivot back across into mid. Neff is going on a big walkabout. He's going to try to swing all the way around to market. If they just get on this, he's not going to have the time.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Fuse now getting started. Works his way across. It's going to be a bit of a double face, and it seems like they've now read it. Yep. Narrowed it down. Unfortunately, Neff just a little bit. A little bit of space. Attempt here taken as Freeing, isolated, and flushed out. YZ with a second quick kill. Australia regretting that swing in. Bane does manage to find one, but now he's getting tagged from behind. Completely surrounded here on the site. Ping revealed as well. Swings. Russia nearly missing the timing, and Bane eventually will get overwhelmed as Levius holds down the smoke here at back site. And somehow, all right, well, that's their one. That's their one. This time around, YZ not going to be given a chance to have nearly as much impact as Freeing. Holds down Ali, re-swing, spots K-Knight, White swings out, catches him in the head. That's going to be the 3K. Little shot attempt there as Freeing gets popped here by Neff. They both not going to go deep enough to get the stun across, and Hyunmin peeking, finding one. Looking for a little bit more as Armageddon going to be called in, pushing the players forward right here into the welcoming arms of these DRX players. Risha able to find 2 before getting taken down. Australia with 3. Looks to ensure that the streak shall continue, and he will. Bit of a peek is thrown over the top. Hasn't missed him. noted here, and there you go. Well, jump onto the corner. Trey a little bit of sleeping wheels, still able to find one before getting traded out. Mako at the same time, able to find Mauricia. Lurk getting ready to come through at mid, but is it going to be too late? Turn back. I think he might have spotted him out here. Levius is now the last one standing. Cam goes in, sees Bane here around the back. The cage drop to try to scale forward into the site, but as he swoops out of it, the off shot will connect. YZ but Salvo's now greeting him here and finding value. YZ similarly though, 2 with a stinger, scoops up a weapon. Risha mauling Hyunmin out of the smoke, and it seems like the stingers might just be the key to success here for Bilibili, but round still not yet closed. On the back site, now the spike gonna be dropped. Risha, he does have the ultimate, can try to make a play.
Oh, he picks it up so close though.
Well, now has to cancel that. Hits Estrella through the wall. Knows that he's done it, and he's able to find the push and kill. Drifting across to stay safe as turns back in towards that B main position, and Fring gonna get caught on the flank. Player advantage now for BLGs to try to close out the round. Tripwires still set up now, gonna be cleared. Bane still gonna be good for one, but Hyunmin eliminated, and Estrella overwhelmed. He isn't sure which way to look. Bane good for a second, but Mako now, last one standing for the side of DRX, still working his way across towards this A site. Not much damage dealt to really try to play off of here. Minor chips down to 2, but yep, glitch out. Paranoia going to hit. Russia just trying to say, back here around the corner. He's able to find the kill. Why is he joining in from behind? They get a bit of a counter trap play here. As 2 kills go the way of BLG. Now well poised to pick up this pistol. Bolt diving in deep as YZ trying to push down here in towards a mid. Right on top of Estrella. Kills him off with a right click. Bane now, I mean, it's been a very good map for him thus far, but I don't even think he realizes that he's been read and spotted there from Market. Shot does not come through. Going to be cleared out by that. And Hyunmin does not check the corner. K-Knight able to find one. Does get taken down, traded out, but Levius with the Spectre at range. Mo's down 2. That leaves Hyunmin here. Now all alone. 1v2. Try to clutch this out. Otherwise, bonus converted, but already so much damage dealt. Spotted there at Bulba. Here's the push coming through, and YZ more than happy to just play distraction. Cleared out here. Has like catch onto Estrella, just trying to explore around, but I mean, round after round, Russia has just been cycling these one-ways. This time is able to find a kill for his troubles. IGL down. Stun, looking to connect, and then trying to push forward up into that cage, but K-Knight is just dancing around, and YZ with the overdrive, able to find Bane, swings forward over into main, and it's going to be a smoke down. Trying to cover Market. Hyunmin trying to scale in towards backside, ends up getting picked apart, but Fring finds 2. Levius, K-Knight both going to be eliminated as the Hunter's Fury. A little bit of damage, but YZ trying to play anti-flash. Mako is there, ready to collect. 4 players left standing. Fragment sent. Freya going to push over to the side, still comes up with the kill. Never been able to go ahead and back around the corner, not going to be caught. It's swing out. The full flash does end up connecting there, but K-Knight unblinded, able to find one as Risha pinching in from Market, finds one before gets traded. YZ reading the player. Stuck here as Estrella trying to strike. Nearly has him lined up, but cannot make it happen.
Fring's ult too.
Oh, it's going to be a Hunter's Fury coming through, trying to get a catch here onto the Neon, but only finds the one puppet damage there. Coming down to 31. Once again, now getting clustered up and gathered around this B side or DRX.
You can see the K-Knight is being aware of a potential lurk, actually.
Well, and has managed to go ahead and get the readjustment there on the aim. Finds one, but Russia quickly takes him down. Pivot across, spike being brought forward. Mako now walking forward into this B site once again. This just isn't that deep util. Camera gets set up.
I saw him.
Yeah, he's spotted him. Mako just going to go drifting across. I suspect that he has. In the meanwhile, that is going to be the site broken open, and Mako should know exactly where Levius is.
Yeah, it was just extremely slow from DRX, isn't it? You're cooking with a couple of flanks around the map, but you're ultimately not decided on which one you might feel a little bit more comfy in. A situation where if Mako also in the in the B site, sees that no one's home, and they have them over at A, you can drop the spike as DRX, get him to TP over and plant. So there was a lot of options that DRX actually have when this spike plant was looking to happen.
A bit of an outlurk here. Levius swoops in. Just go ahead. Challenge that angle. K-Knight somehow, though, drawing down the weapon. Able to find Mako. Wisey on the re-peek. Gets rid of Estrella. Bane, however, trying to fight back. Has spike in hand, has some players crunching in from the market. Kind of buying a little bit of space. Snap's also going to be taken down there at Boba. Head of the Cypher found and decapitated. Levius falls, and that leaves Wisey now by himself, pushing forward. Out of market, joined in now by Russia, but they can't swing together, so he ends up falling down. Looking for the clutch. The Neon at the ready. About to try to go on the slide. Cuts across 4 bullets remaining here in the mag, and Russia just cannot make it happen. Forward into the smoke. K-Knight trying to find it, but cannot. Mako tears them to pieces. Neff now going to fall. Paranoia again, not even really necessary. Got him in a little bit faster on it.
Yep.
And suddenly, with it just the 2 remaining, Russia and Wisey a second crack at it to try to clutch this, but versus 5. I guess that's how you say I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Well, Armageddon now going through, pushes Russia over towards market here. Surely it just feels like there's no real way for the players at the moment. And yep, there you go. The first one will fall. Cage gonna drop. Wisey able to find Estrella. The time is working against them, and you've got 3 facing out here from the spike. DRX, right click, but not gonna be able to find too much. Remember the flash, but only gonna be a smattering of damage found here. Bane flushed out. Sight now opened up a bit, but Gunman meant to push in, finds Levius. Gets rid of the Viper here for the post plant. And Wisey now having to scale forward, riding that rope up to the top to try to hold this angle.
You got to give away the heavens here with that smoke. Everyone coming for the flanking angle from DRX.
Just able to be wrapped around. If going to be spotted, swing in, freeing, looking for the shots, but cannot find it. Risha able to go ahead and take down Gunman. Estrella will find one, but Mako dead, and Estrella alone trying to reload. One going, obviously. This defender side is where DRX should be finding the majority of their value, given the double sentinel that they have. Push up, check on the corner, has come in, but it's double stacked. Gunman away with 2 quick kills. Net now coming in, goes in on the peak for a little bit more. Mako was setting up that paranoia, which ends up working a treat. Mako stuck into the corner of the marshal on the opposite side. Tagged now down for 28. Refights in, and somehow Wisey loses it. Levy will be able to find a timing 1-1. Gets the transfer for the second, but freeing now arriving from around the back, finding the timing, and it's going to be a thrifty. Already here. Sent onto Estrella, but they need to try to scale forward here quickly and get on top of the spice, and not quite able to do it. Knight does get taken down, Neff eventually finding one. Gunman, though. Fadeaway shot, snaps on for the head. As Wisey gets struck down. Neff now needs to try to clutch it out, but there's just too many players. Pull the trigger, Gunman. Final one, Mako. Get flushed out. Wisey sights towards upper. Gives Gunman to boot. Wisey on for an ace, but Neff will be there tying this up. Wisey, hero of the previous round, now dead. It's Spring. Like a very snappy shot. Risha's going to be taken out, and Gunman just gets a little bit lucky. Finds the kill there onto Neff through the smoke, and gets himself a little bit of a follow-up as well onto K-Knight. So Levius with that kill manages to fight back for one, but knows that he's going to be completely surrounded.
Ooh, Levius.
Wall similarly going to try to do that, but freeing is just on top of it. Swing in, Bane able to find one before getting traded out, so that's a player advantage now here in the hands, as that is a cosmetic setup I've ever seen one. Gunman instantaneous with a headshot on the Phantom. Now brings it into a 3v2. Still winnable here for the side of Bilibili. So needing to get the spike planted, and it's going to be a deep plan here.
Steel Garden goes out. Bye-bye guns. Oh, except for Neff.
Neff deep enough to drop. Does manage to hold on to it, and DRX are not exactly scaling forward here rapidly, so the weapons are going to be wrapped back up. Trent does manage to find one, though, as now final position going to be noted. Slow drift over, though, here to the baby door. Levius try to swing in, finding it, but cannot get the weapon drawn back out. Mako still just poking prod where possible, but The rest of the players getting away unscathed now over onto the B side as the spike gets planted. Double approach here from Upper. We're being held. A nice Armageddon place to kind of flush them forward. And Neff is there, playing off the back of it beautifully. Hyunmin going to be taken down now, so we're in a 3v3. Working his way forward and catches a bit of a timing there onto Wisey. Unites around it. Read this. Mako had not reappeared. He just goes strafing right into him, and now Neff is pretty much being noted, and he's about to swing in, and he still manages to get the readjust. Spray connecting. Takes him down. Levius dead to the salvos. The pit has now fallen, as has Bilibili. Sends out the stun. Wisey, though, with a good understanding of his position. Armageddon goes crashing across as him, but he's taken down. Then arriving, does manage to trade one back, but it's going to be a big player advantage until Bane does that. Ooh. 3 quick kills. Spike now. The plant being held. Estrella knocked down to 17 as Bane goes swooping forward, and he's able to find a 4th. Gives Mako now the 1v1 with Russia's position completely and utterly known, and Mako being here behind Rubble, and he somehow snaps on for Levius. It's like Levius had the god timing. Now there's a pull forward. Wisey around the corner as they're going to try to save him, but then the door gets tapped. Hyunmin's here on the flank. Mask goes on as, yep, it is looking like DRX 10-2 here on Lotus on the half. A bit poetic, given the opponents are Bilibili. It's going to be a bit of a rush play, pushing forward. Net, however, gets the catch, and that's going to be Mako coming away with 1, freeing the covering fire. Trades back Russia. Bane has been contained here outside of B. Wall is going to be set up. Reese swings in, and Estrella is able to find one as well.
Beginning of this round.
I don't know, but somehow Bane and Freeing are still alive. 28 health between the two players. Hyunmin in the spawn. Does Neff have to break the door?
And they'll hear that.
Yeah, quick reposition a little bit further around the corner here for Bane, making sure that he's not going to be exposed. Freeing noted. But he says, well, I don't have to push this angle. We have the spike, we have the sight, and now there's going to be traps set up as well.
And he also has salvos. He can shoot them from distance.
Yeah. We'll still be able to find and earn his participation. Award is, okay, well, stun, a little bit of damage there. Neff eventually able to find the kill. Now looking to try to go for the hold. There's the spot out, and Hyunmin says, hook up in front. Wisey stay in that one with a stinger, but Mako is just stomping over Mount, finding Russia. Slow creeping back as Estrella holds the lobby from across the way. 2 kills going to be found. The pivot call immediately made to start working this way back across towards the A site.
Now the foresight for Bilibili when you're playing the distance game as well makes it pretty difficult for stingers, for example, across the map. See maybe what K-Knight can do at the A site, but he's the player that's only got 1 kill in the lobby so far. A chance to double, to triple, quadruple, depending.
I think he would like a 5x.
Yeah, let's see. Not a single one.
Just instantaneously dead. I guess it would have been a 6x. On 6 kills, so yeah, whatever. Yeah. Math. Levius, last one standing. Relatively healthy, but position. It's not even necessarily known. It's just when you have 5 players, you can watch every single angle of approach. And there you go. The weapons that they were barely able to afford out of their hands. And it's going to be Hyunmin taken down, though, and Estrella is going to die. So he's the ult there in death. Counter spray from Mako. Going to be good for 1. Bane finding himself a second. Second kill, I should say, for the team. Swings in a little bit deeper, but yeah, Judge around the corner. Not going to be able to win that fight.
The jury and the executioner there. 1v3 angle for freeing.
And he is getting wrapped around on. Smoke going to be cycled forward. As, oh, it's the leg shot. Does meant to draw down with that ghost, but here comes the approach from behind. K-Knight is looking for the timing, gets the catch, sent over towards the rope. And as Levius arrives, so too shall he exit. Hyunmin very quickly finding the headshot. As Mako swooping around in towards drop, is able to get Neff, intercepting him here. Spike now planted. DRX looking to bring this series to its conclusion.
There goes the Steel Garden 2.
Wisey does manage to find 1 before losing the weapon. Finds 2 before losing it. As Hyunmin able to find himself a 3rd, but Neff picking up Estrella now leaves this Yoru by himself. Needs the ace. If he wants to end this right here, right now, but he's got no health to speak of. 6 HP remaining. Neff slowly pushing forward. The spike in sight. I believe another gate crash. Sent there. The jump on the corner. The headshot will connect. Dead is going to rush forward here. Look to try to close the gap on these players. Shoots out though. Falls for the clone. And at the same time, Wisey pulled forward. Does get broken out. Mako. Fun one, but the trade's going to be found as Risha up over the top. Find a little bit more value, but
Estrella?
shutdown kill comes in from Fraying. Flank is there from Estrella, but it looks like he's going to call for the rotate. Got to make some noise and see if he can get them baited forward.
They were not looking for this whatsoever. I don't think they know he's here. Knife's out.
Definitely no clue whatsoever. Now the plant can come in to make their way towards A. Estrella rerouting, hearing the jumps. K-Knight, the jiggle peek, the Odin though.